Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It's March 27th and we're going to do a propagation update. We're out here at our grow station and we're going to look at what we have here. Now, a lot of these are not looking too good. Now, over here, these are my peaches, and I'm thinking what happened is they kind of got overwatered. I wouldn't think that was really possible, but I'm guessing that's what happened. We'll just have to see. I don't think they're going to come back. What I did was I watered them. They were getting dry, and it was extra water, and so it kept soaking from the bottom for 3-4 days. And after that, they started drooping their leaves off and started filling. Now, these were kind of the same way, but I'm not going to say that all these are dead. These are the flowers that I had propagated. This one little one here, the leaves looks good. I'm not going to fret over it too much. We'll see what happens. Give them some time, but that's where we're sitting right there. Out of our figs, this update, we have 3 more figs that have started putting out roots. You can see the roots coming out right there. It's doing pretty good. Now, some of these have been in here for quite a while. This is Italian everbearing, and this has been here since November 12th. So that's 4.5 months. Now, sometimes it just takes a while for these things to decide they want to start growing. And that's the case with that one. This one here is putting its roots out. This is a green Isca, and this one has been back in December, towards the end of December. So it's been a good 3 months, pushing on. Well, it's probably four months, pretty close. But and then another Italian everbearing that was 4.5 months ago, and you can see it's putting out roots on it. So we're going to get these potted up, and then we're going to take a look and see how things are looking in the greenhouse. It's kind of a little chaotic because I've been moving some out and I've been getting ready. We'll show an update on the big orchard, and we've taken, and we were going to put in one more row. Well, we've decided because the width of the area, we're going to put in 2 rows, and we'll go in and we'll look at that. Okay, out here in the greenhouse, these ones up here are the ones that are going to go into my orchard. I got a pretty good selection. I'm going to have to narrow it down some. I do have a bunch of Italian everbearing. I like the way they produce, and the growth is good on them. So I'll pick through and I'll take some of those, and I might have to cut back on just a few. I'll have to make up my mind, because I think my 2 rows, I figured about 32 plants or trees in there. Now, the rest of these, I've kind of sorted them to variety. And of course, we've sold some at the farmer's market the past weekend, so, and we'll take some more. I try to take the bigger ones that's got a little bit more of a start than the others. I'll let these like that. I'll let them stay a little bit longer. But you can see how well they're doing. I did take out all the ones that that weren't going to make it, that had failed, and I said it was maybe 5%, but I think it is actually was 10%, just a little under 10%, and that's not bad when you raise big cuttings. If you lose 1 out of 10 after you got them potted up, that's not a bad average for me. Now, this little Miss Figgy here, it'll go with the rest and go out in the garden. But anyway, that's where we're looking at here, and we'll take a quick trip and look at where we're going to put these new rows at. And this is where our new 2 rows is going to be. It'd been nice if I could have put it right where our roselle was. We already got compost in there. I'm sure the roots will run out. But we had to move it over because we'd had a pretty good gap if we left it there. Pretty good gap on both sides. And I figured I could get 2 rows in here, not like I needed 2 rows of figs added to it, but who knows, you know. You gotta always do with a lot of figs. Let's go down here and take a look at this Italian everbearing. I think this has got to be one of the figs I like for production wise. They really seem to produce well. And as you can see, it's early on. Its leaves hadn't got the full size, but it's definitely got a bunch of figs on there. It looks like this one here is ready to fall off. What we had was a freeze, and some of these on here might drop. We had a freeze, I think this past week, and I noticed that my Texas everbearing had dropped its figs. It didn't affect the leaves on any of them. Just got a little bit below 32, but it did affect some of the fruit. And like I say, the Texas everbearing up by the house, it dropped it all. But anyway, that's where the update is. I don't know if I'll do an official update on the propagation from here on out. I did get a little bit of the grass cleaned up down here. Now I got to get in here to the rows, get these fertilized, and get some more compost on them to kind of control some of this. But anyway, yeah, because the figs we're still having some that of our cuttings that are coming alive, but it's far and in between, so it's not enough to warrant. I will, once it starts warming up a little bit more, of course, do a tour down here in the orchard, and I'll do one once I get these new beds, get the plants in it, which hopefully will be within a couple of weeks. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this update. And if you're not a subscriber, well, of course, be one. Just hit that subscribe, hit that bell, and select all. And of course, give it a big thumbs up and share this video. Enjoy that gardening experience.